Going back to last season and looking at this season, what are the areas that need the biggest improvement to get you guys to that next level, that next step of being a dominant basketball program?
We got to close games. We took care of business for the most part in the first half. In the second half, starting off, pretty much let up in a few games that we really needed to win. One specific example is Baylor up 20 at half and ended up losing at home. Games like that can kill you. Stanford was the same way, and that ended up ending our season at the end of the year. So if we're able to put two halves together and finish out games, we should be pretty good this year.
Going back, talking about the conference a little bit, what distinguishes the Pac-10 games versus the rest? Is it the emotions that are riding high? Is it the pride? What is it exactly that you think is?
A little bit of both, emotions, pride, and that's winning time. That part of the season is definitely a winning season. You've got to feel for each other. All teams feel that they have something to prove at that point in the season, and those are the games that count. If you can't prove yourself in conference, then you pretty much have nothing. So we'll see how it goes, but we feel extremely confident going into this year for our non-conference as well as our conference season. And the Pac-10 is a strong conference, and any given night, any team can win. So it's an exciting conference to be in.
Definitely. This will be your fourth year playing here at Arizona State. And you've got to be looking at the next level for yourself. Which type of point guard, which player in specific would you compare your basketball abilities most likely to a guard that plays in the NBA, perhaps?
A guard in the NBA that I would compare myself to, I think mind-wise, would be Steve Nash, as far as a pass-first guard. Always looking to distribute, always looking out for teammates and stuff like that. That's a guy I watch a lot. That's a guy who's obviously at the elite in the point guard position and has been for a really long time. Jason Kidd's another guy I watch a lot. A pass-first guy that really takes control on both ends of the floor, defensively as well as offensively. So if there's a number one guy, I'd say Jason Kidd, as far as his ability to get his players in position where they feel comfortable and where they like to be, as well as being a defensive lockdown defender.
During the course of a game, when do you exactly have to take matters into your own hand as deciding, whether to execute running the play and passing the ball, as you were talking about, getting your teammates open and whatnot? When is that point where you have to take someone off the dribble, get into the lane, penetrate? When do you think that time of the game comes?
It varies. Basketball's a game of runs, and you got to have a feel for the game. That's something I don't think that can be taught. I think that's something that is recognition. Guys are extremely good at. Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, those guys I just talked about, very, very good in that area. But it could come at the end of the game. It could be, before the first immediate timeout. You want to get off to a great start out of the gates, and when you take that over, if you're on a run, 10-0 run, 10-2 run, stuff like that, you can get away from the structure a little bit. But it varies, and it depends on the opponent. And any given night, you might have to do it a little bit more or a little bit less.
All right, and what in your opinion would make this season complete for yourself? What needs to happen? What does this team need to? What do they need to do to make this a worthy senior year for you?
I want a championship, whether it be Pac-10, NCAA, whatever. That's where I want to be, and somewhere dancing at the end of the year in the tournament.
Oh, that's it. Well, thanks a lot for your time, and I appreciate it, and good luck this upcoming season, man.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.